All right. Thank you all for joining. Thrilled to be with you today. And I hope that the opening portion helped get you kind of grounded and settled into the space where I'll be facilitating the meditation for you. I know that many of us, if not all of us, have very busy, hectic lives, and running from one thing to the next can leave a session like this feeling a bit discombobulated. Um, so I wanted to provide that extra space at the beginning to help you ground and set some intentions for the session that I'm about to lead. So what I'd like to do today is I'll lead you through the meditation. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I have some ideas of where this will go and what I kind of want to guide you through, but I'm not exactly sure what'll come up because I will be guiding from my intuition. And so this might be 20 minutes, it might be 40 minutes, not entirely sure. You will receive the recording for those of you who are attending live. And then at the end of the meditation, we'll talk about your experience. And then I am also thrilled to announce a new community that I am launching, where guided meditations will be a regular thing that I offer. It'll be something that I do on a weekly basis, sessions like this in a live setting. And so I'm thrilled to be announcing that to you as the first audience to know that that's something I'm going to be offering. So this session's being recorded. I think the way it's set up is that on the recording, it should just be my camera that's being seen. But just in case, if you don't want to be seen on the recording, feel free to turn your camera off. I welcome you to have your camera on. There may be some points where I kind of get a sense for the energy of what's happening for some people, and sometimes it can be helpful for me to have a visual for that. I think that's all I have. So go ahead and get settled, get comfortable. I do recommend sitting up straight, but if it's more comfortable for you to lay down flat, feel free to do that. And go ahead and close your eyes. And begin by taking some really deep, slow breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Deep breathing is going to be key for this entire experience. So there will be times when I prompt you to breathe, and there will be times when I won't be prompting you. But I would recommend breathing deeply throughout this entire session. It'll help you receive more. It'll help you stay in your body more and out of your head. For those of you who are relatively new to meditation and are concerned about getting distracted or having lots of thoughts that are kind of taking you out of the experience, what I have found to be helpful is when you notice that happening, to go back to taking some really deep breaths, focusing on your breath, and of course, focusing on the sound of my voice. So continue to take some deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. I'll do some breathing with you. With each exhale, allowing it to get a bit longer, a bit more relaxed, and allowing your body to really sink into how you're seated or lying down. Allowing your body to relax more and more with each breath. allowing yourself to slow down. There's nothing in this moment that you need to do, nothing you need to think about or try to figure out or problem solve. This time and space is just for you. You're giving yourself the gift of self love by slowing down and breathing deeply. Take another deep, slow breath in through your nose, holding this one at the top for just a few seconds, and then slowly releasing, relaxing even more. And I invite you to place a hand on your heart, perhaps both hands if that feels good to you. Allow yourself to tune into your heart, what your heart desires, what it longs for, what it wants. Bring your focus there, your attention there, dropping it down from your mind and into your heart. And with each deep breath, imagine that you're sending that loving oxygen into your heart to nourish it, to love it. See and feel a warm, loving light coming from your hand into your heart, letting it warm you, soothe you, love you. Continuing to breathe deeply, breathing in all that love. I'm going to prompt you with some questions. These will be similar to the questions that you journaled about. If you didn't get to finish writing your answers, that's okay. This will be your time to reflect. And also, as I ask these questions, the answers that come to you may be slightly different or might be totally different. What you hear, what you see, what you imagine might surprise you as you're here turning into your heart. Whatever comes to you is just right. Just be curious about it and let whatever images or words appear to you that come. As we enter a new calendar year, ask your heart, ask yourself, what do you want to do? What do you want to have? What do you want to be? And I'll walk you through several categories of life to help you get more specific. The first one being relationships. With friendships, romantic relationships, partnerships, dating, family, or professional relationships. What do you want to have this year? What relationships do you want to strengthen and deepen? For those people in your life, I want you to imagine that warm light in your heart is emanating outward to those special people in your life whose relationships you want to strengthen and deepen. And this could be people who you already have a really good, healthy, strong relationship with. Or it could be people that you have more of a challenging relationship with that you'd like to feel better in, feel more love, more peace. What's coming to me next is what relationships, if any, do you feel in your heart is right for you to begin letting go of? And this doesn't necessarily mean cutting people out of your life entirely. But there may be some relationships you see are not serving you, cause you stress, frustration, and maybe it's time to spend less time, energy, and focus on those people. Allow yourself to just be aware of those relationships. This may be something you're already aware of, or again, there might be something surprising to you. There's no need to make any decisions or take any action at this time. You're just seeing what's in your heart. And what happens as you let go of relationships that don't serve you, you make room in your heart for relationships that do. It allows you to spend more time and energy with those you love and want to get closer to. And it also makes space for new relationships, new connections to come into your life. So, my next question is, what do you want to have and to experience in terms of new relationships, new connections? If you're single and wanting to date, wanting to attract a partner, allow your heart to experience and feel what you want in that partnership. And then for any other relationships, new friends, new clients, or other professional contacts, what do you want to feel and experience in your relationships? And allow that to fill you up with each deep breath that you're taking. Breathe that in. I'm going to share some feelings and experiences that are coming to me. But I invite you also, if there's other things coming to you, to say them out loud to yourself, to speak them into the universe about what you want in your relationships, new and existing. So, for example, I want to feel peace. I want to feel love. I want to feel joy. And with each desire, allow yourself to feel that feeling in your body. Notice where it comes up for you. It might be in your heart, it might show up elsewhere. But as you breathe deep, allow it to grow and expand and spread throughout your body. Perhaps it's more fun that you want to experience, not take life so seriously. Imagine what it feels like to experience a really deep, heartfelt connection with someone, which can be romantic or it could be others as well. To feel seen and heard and known by someone on a really deep level. And for you to see and hear and know someone else. So much more deeply and intimately than most people get to experience with that connection. Breathe that in. Allow yourself to feel that love. Knowing and seeing and being aware that this love is coming from within you. You don't need other people to feel loved, to feel joyful, to feel peaceful. But at the same time, every relationship in your life, especially your closest relationships, are mirrors for your relationship with yourself. So the more deeply and purely you feel love and peace and joy in your heart with yourself, the more that can be enhanced and amplified in relationship with other people, which is such a gift that you're giving to the world around you. And such a gift that you get to receive as well from others and from yourself. Take another deep breath. And let's shift gears a bit to your career and how you spend your daily life. Some of you may be retired without a job to quote unquote report to, but how do you go about your day? How do you spend, your weekdays? How do you show up? What are you doing? And my question for you is during those weekday business hours, or maybe outside of those, what do you want to be doing and having and being? If you're currently at a job that doesn't light you up, that you feel like doesn't align with what you want to do, or maybe it's not a great environment for you, how can you create a more enjoyable, more satisfying experience for yourself? How can you show up so that you can enjoy your experience more? Perhaps you're in between things and wanting to explore something different, something new. Maybe you have an idea of what that looks like, or maybe you don't. Either way, I ask you the same question. How do you want to feel as you move forward? What do you want to experience? Letting go of the specifics, the how, the when, how much money, what company, what you're doing day to day. And it's more about the experience in your heart, in your body, in your soul. Whatever those feelings are, maybe it's greater passion, fulfillment, more peace and ease, more joy, more fun. Take some deep breaths and breathe that in to your heart, to your body. And see yourself living that way. Allow yourself to visualize yourself. Again, it doesn't, you don't have to have the specifics of, the office or the physical space that you're occupying, but see yourself feeling those things: more peace, more joy, more passion. And again, breathe that in. Related or unrelated to your career. I want you to see your relationship with money. What do you want to have? What do you want to do with money? How do you want to feel about money? You can speak that out loud to yourself. I want to feel blank. Perhaps it's deeper peace, security, sense of abundance, knowing that you have plenty, even if the dollar figure in the bank account might look like not enough. But how can you see what you have differently, knowing that you have enough, knowing that you have plenty, regardless of the number. See and feel yourself in abundance and peace, and breathe that in. Now switching gears to your health, your physical, emotional, and mental health. How do you want to feel? Speak that out loud. The word freedom comes to my mind. If that resonates with you, you can speak that out loud. I want to feel free. I want to experience freedom. Whether that's freedom from physical ailment, illness, injury, freedom from emotional pain, or mental challenges in terms of anxiety, stress, depression. Imagine yourself feeling free. See yourself in freedom. Perhaps there's an image of freedom that comes to your mind. Breathe that in deep into your body. Take a few deep breaths in a row. And with each exhale, allow yourself to breathe out what is not keeping you free. Allow yourself to release that from your system. And with each breath, feeling lighter, calmer, or peaceful. For this next portion, I want you to choose one of those categories that feels most important to you at this time, knowing that if there's more than one that feels important, you'll have access to the replay and can repeat this if you'd like. But in terms of relationships, career, money, and health, which element feels particularly important to you in this moment as something to focus on in 2024? Just let that come to you. It's possible that one of them popped into your awareness first, and then the mind tries to argue or question that, second guess, well, maybe it should be this. I encourage you to go with the first thing that came to you, knowing you can return. Go with the thing that lights you up the most in this moment. And again, imagine what desires goals you have in that area for yourself. What do you want to do, have, and be? And now for that specific area, what barriers or blocks can you see getting in the way of what you want? These might be things that are already holding you back. It might be things that your mind is telling you could happen in the future, potential blocks and barriers down the road. And just see them in your mind's eye. You might see them as a word. You might have an image, and it might be the image might not make a lot of sense. Like it might be more metaphorical, or like a shape or an animal or creature. It may not be an exact depiction of what this barrier or block is. Just get in touch with that. This might be something that's seemingly out of your control. Like other people's actions, things like that. But keep in mind that you create your own reality with what you think, what you feel, and how you choose to show up. So, what's underneath that? What are the thoughts, the limiting beliefs, the fears and doubts that are actually what's getting in your way? Allow those to rise up. Could be things like, I'm not worthy of having what I want. I don't deserve love. I'm not confident or self-assured enough for that. Too scared. It's too much. I don't know what I'm doing. Who am I to have fill in the blank? Being afraid of failure, being afraid of rejection. So many different things that could be present for you. I invite you to imagine that a bright white light is shining down from the sky and onto your body, onto your heart, to light that is full of unconditional love, peace, patience, kindness, and understanding. Allow it to hold you and envelop you with this warm, soothing light. And allow it to speak to you. You are loved unconditionally. You are capable of having, doing, and being anything that you want. You are beautiful. You are special. You are important. Allow these words to come into your heart. If there's things that your mind wants to disagree with and reject and push away, allow yourself to let go of that for just a moment. And instead, open that gate, lower that wall to invite this love into your heart. Invite the truth into your heart. The capital T truth that is true for everyone here in this session, everyone listening to the recording, every person in your life, every person across the world, throughout the universe. It is only the mind, the human ego, that argues with these truths. The truth that you are loved. You are capable of anything. You are limitless. You create your reality, your life, your experience. And you are capable of creating anything that you want. See that light helping you remove limitations. Breathe them out with your exhales. Letting go of the fears and the doubts. The stuff that holds you back. If it's helpful, you can even make a sound on the exhale, let out an audible sigh. Get that energy moving and release it into the light. Oh, oh. And once you've released those pieces, in its place. Allow that light to fill you with love and truth. The truth of your inner power. A deeper connection with yourself. A deeper connection with that truth. Breathe that in. I'm going to prompt you with another question and then bring you out of the meditation. Whatever answer comes to you, I encourage you to go with without thinking too much. What is one thing you can do today or tomorrow to help you move toward what you want? What is one step you can take? What is one practical thing you can do? It does not have to be time consuming or life altering. It can be a very simple, brief thing to help you move towards what you want in your relationships, your career, money, health, or anything else that comes to you. I'm going to count from 1 to 5 to bring you back to the space. 1, all of that love coming with you into your daily life. 2, knowing you can return to this space at any time. 3, gaining awareness of your body, your feet on the floor and seat beneath you, the room around you. 4, taking one more nice big deep breath. And 5, slowly opening your eyes. Feeling love and peace. I want you to take just a few minutes and write in your journal anything that you want to take with you. Might be the thing at the end, the step you can take. Any other awarenesses, shifts you experienced, things you want to anchor in. I'd love for you to also, while you're doing that, share in the chat how this was for you, how you're feeling, what you're taking away. I'm going to step away for just a minute and I'll come back. I know we're at the top of the hour, so I would love to share. We'll spend probably about 10 or 15 minutes talking about the new community that I'm launching. If you're able to stay on for that and you're interested, that would be wonderful. It is a paid space. It'll be a very low cost. But if there's anybody who is only interested in free things at this time, you're welcome to drop off. I want to thank all of you for being with me, and thank you for those catching the recording, the replay, and wishing you a beautiful 2024. The space that I'm creating, the new community, will have more of this. So if that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, even if you don't know if it's going to be a good fit, I encourage you to stay on and talk about that in just a little bit. I'll be right back.